Hi guys, so I'm back with another Mew Mews review haul. I've got some fun dresses to try on, but before I kind of get into trying them all on, I'll share my experience so far with the clothing and the biggest pros and cons. And then a disclosure with this, everything in this review haul is gifted. It doesn't affect my opinion in any way. It's going to be very, very honest. I have bought pieces from in the past as well, which I'm going to talk about first. So the biggest issue with Mew Mews is their returns policy, because that can be a deal breaker. The kind of way I'm looking at it now is when I'm thinking about this, a lot of places I feel like I'm buying a t-shirt and it's so overpriced for a basic white t-shirt because they're having to offset all of their free shipping and free returns. It's an amazing policy to have, but sometimes you pay more. So for me, the quality has never been an issue on what I've had so far. I tend to order a small instead of an extra small just to have that wiggle room, and I do find most of their pieces run short. And bearing in mind I'm 5'2", if you're tall, you might have an issue with that as well. So I'll get to my ordering tips, but I want to review the pieces I've already had since the first review haul. Now I've had time to wear them and wash them and tell you if they fell apart or not. So the first one was that pink cap sleeve dress. I wore that a ton in Europe over the summer. I got so many compliments on it. It's really thick, it's really good quality, and I wore it to Newmarket, I wore it to the Savoy. It holds up, it does look really, really classy, and it washed like a dream. I hand washed it. I hate hand washing, but whatever, a lot of their pieces are hand washed. I hand washed it. It did take a long time to dry because it's such thick material, but it literally didn't even need ironing afterwards. So that piece was a winner for me. The second one was that black maxi dress. I loved the look of it on. I loved the little orchid detail. The issue was I really couldn't walk in it. It was one of those you literally have to waddle in. So that was a deal breaker for me. The length was good. I did with heels. I didn't have to have it tailored, but it's one of those dresses because there's no slit in there and it is so tight. It's a waddle dress or a sit and sip and have cocktails dress. So I probably wouldn't buy that style again. The peach mini rosette dress I loved. It washed really nicely, it fits really nicely, it was stretchy, it was comfortable, it's cute, you can move the flowers around, so that was a definite winner. Again, it runs short though. The swim set I loved. It was a little too modest for me and I wish it kind of had more elasticity so it held everything in a bit better. It kind of stretched out and was a little bit saggy, which isn't really what I want in a swimsuit. If you're looking for a more modest swimsuit though, this would be great. It is kind of like lower cut on the legs and the bum, so definitely more full coverage. The pink satin bag I absolutely loved as well. It was more structured than I thought it was going to be, like more rigid, which I actually liked. I could fit my iPhone in, couldn't fit my giant Chanel sunglasses case in there, but I loved that. I've got a lot of use out of that one as well. Anyway, enough about what I've already tried. Let's pop these on. So the first dress I'm going to do is Mew Mews Sadie buttoned embellished bandage dress. I love a bandage dress for holding everything in. I like the look of this, it being longer and thicker fabric going into fall and winter, but not with sleeves. I tend to overheat in long sleeves. I don't know if it's my age, but I like the sleeveless styles for fall winter that I can layer blazers and jackets with. Also loved the gold button details on it. It made it look like a designer brand. It made it kind of look chic. So let's open this and pop this on. They do all come individually packaged in these little plastic Ziplocs with tissue paper and a little card inside. And it's normally just a little thank you card with a discount code that gives you 15% off. But use my code, so I'll give you 20% off. Anyway, let's package this. What I noticed, actually, even when I received the package, is the weight of this. I wasn't sure. I presumed it was this that was a weighty piece, because obviously the red chiffon dress wasn't, or the striped bandage scent. This is really, really weighty from the fabric and the buttons. It feels really thick and stretchy. What I'm noticing is the buttons aren't quite what I was expecting. I thought they looked solid gold on the model. These are white enamel and gold. So let's pop this on and see what it looks like on. Okay, I absolutely love this bandage dress by them. It gives you that kind of like really nice hourglass waist in the middle. The material is thick and stretchy. You can see how much stretch it has. So that's really good about it. I feel like it would fit a few different sizes. This is a size small. Normally I'd wear an extra small in most brands. So I do feel like their dresses run pretty small. Lengthwise, pop these on with heels, they're going to be perfect. Now in the pictures I couldn't see the slit, and the buttons are decorative, they don't undo, they just sewn on. I couldn't see the slit. I was like, oh God, is it going to be another waddle dress? Am I not going to be able to walk again? There is a slit, and it's actually quite a decent size one. There is a tiny little loose thread there I'm going to have to cut off, but it means you can walk in it. Yay, yay for small miracles. So that's really nice. On one side there is a side zipper that makes it really easy to get in and out of. That side there isn't. I have to say I did have to have a little tug to get that up though. There was, where the seam is, there's often an issue I find with zippers on the side. Where the waist seam is, you seem to have to kind of like really give them a good tug. I love the slit detail and the back cord as well, even that with the button detail there. So I would probably wear my hair in a bun with this or in a little French roll, just so you can see the back of the dress, because I think that's actually really lovely. There's actually a really nice detail about it. So with the heels on, this is now the perfect height, bearing in mind I'm 5'2". I would probably style them with this, with like black strappy sandals with the gold details to tie everything in together, because I feel like it's more of a going out in the evening dress than a daytime dress. If I wore it in the daytime, I'd probably wear just black pointy toe stiletto pumps, because I feel ankle boots or knee-high boots would be too heavy for this. And when you sit down, I feel like you're going to get a crease there with the boots and it's going to be too bulky. So this is how I would style it. This is an absolute winner for me. Downside is it is hand wash only, if that's a deal breaker for you as well. Okay, so next up is MEW MEWS Helena Stripe Bandage set. I'm really excited to try this on after loving this one so much. So the reason I ordered this is I've been looking for a striped top for ages. I just think they're really chic. They make everything look so fresh. I thought I'd style them with my white tailored shorts in the summer, white jeans in fall and spring, so versatile. So when I saw this set, I figured that was amazing because it gave me more ways to kind of mix and match pieces, because I can wear the skirt with a white or black bodysuit and wear the top as I was expecting to. So let's open this. I also thought styling wise, you know what, I'll get to styling once I've got it on. Let's open it. Another really heavyweight package. Okay, so this is the top. It has that gold zipper down the back and it's black and white, not navy and white. Also, I love navy and white, but black and white I feel like it's going to be very, very easy to style with the skirt, to be able to switch up the top more easily than if it was navy, because I don't have many navy tops in my closet or blazers. And again, that's got a black zipper on the back. I kind of wish it was gold and exposed to match the top, so it was kind of more seamless at the back, but let's pop these on. Okay, so this is another oh my god yes for me. For multiple reasons. The first one being, when I see a crop top set, I'm like, how much stomach is going to be hanging out? It's actually that time of month for me, so I'm really happy. There's not too much gap in the waist. I love a high-waisted skirt, especially bandage. I think it's really, really flattering. The other thing is, it's so stretchy, you don't need a bra with that, and sometimes with a white top, you have to worry about being see-through. The black happens to be in the perfect place, so nothing is showing through. It is so, so supportive. You know what I was saying with the swimwear, it wasn't elastic enough, and it was kind of like bagging a bit. This is elasticated. It feels amazing on. It pulls everything in where it should without cutting in or creating weird lines. Let me give you a full length. The other thing I love about this, now you can see the full length, it says midi length. Now the model, it is a midi length on. I don't like middies on me because I have quite muscular calves. So if I had it that length, and I'm so short, it's just not a flattering look, it's kind of frumpy. When I have a longer length dress, this is almost like a maxi with me, but I can wear flats with it. So this for the day, I absolutely love. You can see the back as well, the gold zip on there, really, really easy to get up. You can see how much it's holding me in the waist. And sometimes, obviously, on there's little tags in there on either side to hang it up with. Sometimes horizontal stripes, especially on the stomach, can be really unflattering. So I'm really appreciating the support on this stripe set. And then for the evening, I would switch it to probably white heels rather than black, because I feel like I would wear this more in the summer and keep it really fresh and bright, and to kind of keep that classic style going. I have my vintage Chanel chain belt, probably hear it like, sorry, jangling away in the mic, that I absolutely love. I just feel like it's going to elevate the look and tie in, she says, putting it on upside down, with the gold zipper on the back. So then I just think that finishes off the outfit really, really nicely. Now there isn't a slit in this one, but you can still walk in it. There's still plenty of room for movement in it. So that's not an issue. I'm trying to take pretty wide steps there, just to show you can actually move in this. So yes, this is 2 for 2 for this Mew Mews haul. I just think that's a really classic, timeless look for the summer. Could even put a white blazer or a white denim jacket on for spring or fall to make it more transitional. Yeah, I absolutely love this. Yay, another winner. This is 2 for 2 so far from this Mew Mews review haul. Last up, I have the Genevieve Flower cut out drape mesh mini dress in red. That was a mouthful. I love rosette dresses. Obviously they're kind of quite trendy all this summer and fall. Red is a major fashion trend for fall winter this year. So as soon as I saw this, originally we were going on the Virgin cruise and they have a red night. So oh, that'll be perfect, except for the cruise got cancelled because the cruise ship isn't gonna be ready now. Anyway, that long story cut short, back to the red dress. I'm going to take this to Arizona with me this week. I'm going to take a backup just in case it doesn't work out. But I just feel like it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous design. The only thing I will say is the flowers are sewn on. On the peach rosette dress I have from them, they're brooches, you can remove them, they are sewn on here. However, it does say you can machine wash this one, which is one of the few of their pieces that is machine washable. Most of them are hand wash only. So that for me is a major bonus because it's also a time saver. So obviously you can do this up multiple ways with the neck. But the model had it draped, so I'm going to mess around with draping it and with tying it and see which works the best. I'm a bit worried that draping is just going to slide off. So this is the Mew Mews mini red dress. I'm actually really liking the color. I was a bit worried it was going to be really bright red. It's a bright red, but not too in your face. This you can play around with how you kind of do it up, how loose or tight. They didn't have it done up at all on the model. They kind of just did a wrap and kind of left them both hanging. These are sewn on another dress I have from them. They're removable to wash. These are sewn on. The only thing I will say, this is a small and this one's a little bit loose in the middle, so I'm not sure about that. And then you didn't necessarily notice in the pictures on their website, there are sheer panels here and lower down on the waist, and it's a little bit long for me, the red thing in the middle. Might have to chop the ends of these, but actually really happy. It's super comfortable, it's super stretchy, so definitely a winner. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm really happy with all of the pieces so far from Mew Mews. So I'm going to give you some shopping tips for shopping on there. To definitely check the height of the model versus your height to make sure it's not going to be too long or too short for you. If it's too long, not a big deal, you can take it up. If it's too short, it might look kind of an awkward length. So I find Mew Mews sizing does run small and short. So if you're tall, again, mini dresses might be way too short and revealing for you. Obviously buying a Mew Mews bag is a really safe bet because you don't have to worry about sizing. And then I would go into each specific piece you're interested in and read the reviews specific to that, so you can see how sizing runs, what people feel about the quality, if there's any faults, how the shipping was, how their whole experience was with that specific item. And then read what size the model is wearing, because that'll give you a really good idea. So when I'm looking at the model photos in this, there's a big gap between the top and the skirt. She's a lot taller than I am, and I also have a really short torso, so I know it's going to fit differently on me. So just make sure it does share all of the model specs and the size they're wearing on there, so it makes it a lot easier to kind of judge what size to buy. So I hope you found this Mew Mews review haul helpful and honest. I hope it kind of gave you more insights into the sizing. Don't forget to use my discount code to get 20% off to save yourself some money. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a quick thumbs up and subscribe.